So you got a list of predictions there, Sam. Why don't you tell us who you think might be in and why?
Well, there are more characters that I really want to see than predictions, because some of them don't seem as likely, but I have a list. Thing I would like to see the most would probably be Elite Beat Agents, but we've only seen one game on the DS, but they're just so funny and funky. I just really like them. They could do so much. They could sing and dance and do all kinds of crazy things. Maybe they could like whack you with this DS stylus or something. I mean, there's just so much creativity in the Elite Beat Agents games, and they're just so much fun that I think having the Elite Beat Agents all as one character would be really fun, and it'd be really cool. And it'd also be neat to see some Sin and Punishment representation.
I don't think they do that.
I'm not into the games as much as you, but it would just be neat. But you never know.
I don't think they do that because the re-release on Virtual Console of the first game, I mean, I think it sold alright, but Star Successor was kind of a bomb, and I really don't think Nintendo will pursue that franchise any further, which is very sad to me, but
And probably the one thing that I think a lot of people want and are expecting is Little Mac, because he has so many games, and there was a Punch-Out game on Wii. I mean, it's a popular franchise, but they don't do anything with it. It would make so much sense, especially since they made him Assist Trophy, which is more of a tease.
that was a huge cock tease. That makes absolutely no sense to me. You have a character who's a boxer and has all these fancy punch attacks, and it's from a really goofy, quirky game series where you fight people. You'd think that would fit in naturally with the dynamic of Smash Brothers, and him being an assist trophy, goddamn, what a tease. That really, that sucked big time.
Yeah.
Hated that.
That's pretty much as bad as the whole thing with Skull Kid being an Assist Trophy, because a lot of people have been requesting that, and you can't play as him, so, yep.
Me and Sam aren't a big fan of assist trophies, with a few exceptions.
Yeah, I like Andros from Star Fox. I think that's really cool.
I like the advanced wars, soldiers and infantry. That's funny.
Yeah, maybe that could work as its own character, but if that's just not possible for whatever reason, that's alright, being an assist trophy. I think it works.
Alright, what else do we got here?
I would say some Donkey Kong character. We have 3 ideas. Might be Dixie Kong, because they're making a big deal that Dixie Kong is going to be a playable character in the new Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, as well as Cranky Kong. And Cranky Kong would be such a more interesting option, because, I mean, Dixie Kong is just female Diddy, and we already have that. But I don't think Diddy's been announced for the new one. No, he hasn't been, but
I don't know why he wouldn't be in the game. People love Diddy.
well, the thing is that there's no old people in the Smash Brothers games, so you got to bring in the seniors on this one. So I think Cranky would be a good option. It's going to be in the new Donkey Kong. You're using that stick, just whack everyone else. I don't know.
And if they have King K. Rool, which is next on your prediction list, King K. Rool would be the opportunity to have another Nintendo villain in there, because we don't really have a whole lot of Nintendo villains in this series. I think maybe the only flat out bad guys you have are Bowser and Ganon, and the other people who are antagonists, they're kind of like moral shades of gray. Like Wolf is kind of like more like a rival, and so is Meta Knight. And King Dedede isn't really so much evil as he is selfish. Generally in the Kirby games, Dedede is like the fake final boss, and you go and fight the real evil at the end of the game.
Well, these days, DDD just teams up with Kirby, so they're just friends. But Cranky Kong, I think, would be the better option. I don't think we'll see King K. Rool, because he's not in any of the more recent Donkey Kong games, which is too bad, but I don't know. And then
I think if he were in the game, that would make some people happy.
There's also, besides Little Mac, you always hear people say Bowser Jr., but we did say no more Mario characters, but he's part of the Bowser franchise, so that's a little different.
Alright, so Sim, what else is on your list there?
What I also think would work would be for Kid Icarus representation. They could either do Medusa or Palutena. I think they would be really cool ideas. Or Hades. I think those three are really cool, but Palutena and Medusa are both, chicks, so you have your females. And then Sakurai worked on the latest Kid Icarus game, so it would make sense to see at least one more Kid Icarus character appear in Smash Brothers besides Pit.
I think his studio actually developed Kid Icarus Uprising.
Yeah, they worked on that game.
Alright, I think next on your list, Wonderful 101.
Yeah, the latest Platinum Games game on Wii U, Wonderful 101.
Published by Nintendo.
Yeah. I think that you would probably see Wonder Red because he's pretty much the mascot of that series, and he has a funny personality. Reminds me a lot of Beautiful Joe. And what they could do is,
I think that's the point.
yeah, I'm not really into the Final Smashes too much, but he could unleash, the other 100 superheroes, and they just beat up everyone else with their cool wonder attacks, and I don't know. I think that Wonderful 101, it's pretty different, and they have not done anything to promote that game, so put Wonder Red in Smash. I think it'd be cool.
Alright. Next up is Mike Jones from Star Tropics.
Yeah, I've only played a little bit of the second Star Tropics, and those games are pretty cool. They're fun, but
they're tough.
Yeah, but that character, Mike Jones, he should be in there. That'd be neat. He can use his yo-yo and stuff.
He would do something that they really don't do with the characters they pick, in that they have the characters they've picked historically are very kind of either science fiction based or funny cartoony fantasy based. Mike Jones is a pretty average guy, and I think it would be kind of neat to see kind of an everyman in there, I guess.
And that could bring interest for Star Tropics 3 and 4 and 5. And lastly, I don't know, it could happen. They could put Starfy in the game because, Starfy, I believe, is pretty popular in Japan, but
not so much in America.
There's only one or two games that were released here.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. They don't advertise them very well.
I think there's one, and it's on DS. I don't know. Nothing more. I mean, you're playing as a happy little star, and you just, beat up Donkey Kong. It sounds like fun.
You think they would do something more with it, considering that I think there's 4 on Game Boy Advance. They made quite a few of those.
I mean, it's pretty much Kirby's cousin, but he's a star. That's really all my other predictions for characters that will be in the new Smash.
I think that maybe... I really don't know anything about these games. I haven't played them, but I hear that they're very good and they have cult followings and blah, blah, blah. I think they might do something with the last story, maybe. It would be really cool to see some more recent Nintendo stuff in there. Stuff that didn't exist when Brawl was out.
Oh, yeah, there's Last Story, and there's also Xenoblade.
No, it can't be Xenogears. I think Xenogears is Square Enix.
No, Xenoblade.
Okay.
It's called Xenoblade. It's by a developer, I think it's called Xseed, or I don't know if Monolith Soft works on that.
I thought it was made by Monolith Soft.
It's Monolith Soft.
See, I thought the whole deal with that series is that they originally started as Xenosaga by Monolith Soft, but those were published by Square Enix, and then I think Monolith Soft, they had ties with Namco, and they kind of continued something very similar called Xenosaga. But now Monolith Soft, really weirdly enough, I think is totally owned by Nintendo. But yeah, they might do something with Xenoblade. I don't see why not.
Yeah, and they also have the new Monolith Soft game called X on the Wii U, so maybe they'll do something with that guy with the black hair who we can't even see his face.
Does it have anything to do with the obscure Game Boy game X?
No, it's gonna be some, I guess, loose sequel to Xenoblade. Haven't really played those games too much, but no, I haven't played them at all. But put them in Smash Brothers, and I'll buy your games, Nintendo.
Does X have anything to do with Mega Man X?
No, of course not.
I figured I'd ask.
But yeah, those are my predictions for the new Smash Brothers.
And some of mine as well. Alright, well, thanks for listening, and we hope to see you guys next time.